Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now Carr throwing on second down. A screen to Bell. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and long. It's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Throwing his car on third down. He sets to fire deep. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Wilson on second down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. To try again after the pick six. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the gun, it's Carr. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down, Carr, who finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Bell so light on his feet, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And he's able to put it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing after the interception. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll go again with Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hudson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And he finds Cook. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Carr to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams, because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, It's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here come the Raiders. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down. Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the D looking like they may blitz. Carr now on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run for it with Lynch. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They go play action now. Wilson. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now they try the right side here. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Goes underneath for Bell. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, a screen to Bell. And down he'll go at the 25. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
They run the counter now on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. Wilson wants to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one...
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
A big offensive explosion helped.